According to a law professor at New York University, Donald Trump may have opened himself up to some fairly serious liability with his admission about Virginia Giuffre this week. Now, Giuffre, of course, was the individual who was allegedly taken from Mar-a-Lago by Ghislaine Maxwell. She then went to go work for Jeffrey Epstein, where she was forced to perform acts with men from all over the world, including Epstein himself. So she was 17 years old at the time, and Trump just admitted that earlier this week, as we all know. He said that is why he had the falling out with Epstein. He was taking my employees, and that's what made him a creep. Not the other stuff that it's becoming increasingly likely that Donald Trump knew about. It was him poaching his staffers, who, by the way, Virginia at the time was just a pool attendant at Mar-a-Lago. Right? It's not like she was the head of HR or managing everybody's schedule for the entire resort. It was somebody that Donald Trump could easily replace. So ending a multi-decade friendship because Epstein took your pool attendant, like one of your pool attendants, that seems odd. And of course, that is what is now raising alarm bells with the public. Like, why did he end this friendship over a pool attendant? That doesn't smell right. And no, it certainly does not. But here is what New York University law professor Ryan Goodman had to say about it. It's that much of a significant statement. If he had said he was aware of it from the court documents, then he's okay in that regard. But I think that's a very potentially bad situation for him to be in. So, let's kind of dissect that statement. First and foremost, when you take that statement about Donald Trump knowing about these things happening, or at least Epstein taking young women away from Trump, then you add in the birthday card, right? Donald Trump's drawing, but the message, honestly, is the bigger part. May every day be a wonderful new secret, implying you have lots of secrets. I know you have lots of secrets because I know what's going on. So the potential for liability opens up for Donald Trump if he allowed this employee to leave and go work for a man where he knew what was going to happen to the girl, but failed to warn. So not only could Donald Trump find some kind of liability for himself with knowing what Epstein was doing and not reporting it, but also with allowing an employee to leave to go to that world without warning that individual of the dangers. Now, that could be liability, but the liability on that is also fairly weak, but it does exist. So that is some potential civil liability. Unfortunately, however, Giuffre is no longer alive, so obviously that can't happen, but the legal liability on the other side, the criminal potential here does exist. It may be minute, it may be small, and if Trump hired competent lawyers, which he never does, he shouldn't be worried, but I do think at this point he should be worried. Because Giuffre wasn't the only woman. In fact, attorney Bradley Edwards, has represented more than 200 Epstein victims. So there's a lot more women. There are literally hundreds of them that we know of. So, there's a lot of possibilities there. Either way, Donald Trump's admission has not only shocked the world, it's shocked the legal community. The people who understand liability and admissions far better than anyone else in this country. And if they say that Trump should be worried, then he should definitely be worried right now. By now, you know Trump's big, beautiful bill has passed. But almost no one's reporting how ICE is going to get nearly $40 billion of our tax dollars a year, making it the most heavily funded law enforcement agency in U.S. history. That's more money than most nations actually spend on their entire military. So much of our media is either missing the worst of this bill or twisting the language so that you think it's all in your best interest. But we have seen the ICE raids ramping up, and now Trump's openly threatening to deport U.S. citizens. This should be the biggest story in America, yet it's buried, which is what makes ground news essential right now. They're the only tool that I've found that is exposing these blind spots in the media. By gathering the world's news in one place, organizing it by story, then analyzing just how far right and radical each unbiased source actually is, you get way more context than you ever would anywhere else. If we're being honest, we have seen Trump's power grabs throughout history. They said never again, and that means never again everywhere, and right now, it's happening here. So if you want to stay ahead on immigration, the economy, or simply finding the stories missing from your news feeds, Ground News has you covered. Their app and website is a smarter, more reliable way to stay informed at a time when MAGA is banking on us to stay distracted. So I've partnered with them to get you 40% off the very same Vantage plan that I've been using. That comes out to about $5 per month for unlimited access to everything that I've mentioned and more. Just go to ground.news/ROF or scan the QR code to subscribe. With at least another 4 years of this, we can't afford to miss these details.